Go. Hello.
Hello, everybody. As you can see,
We have a missing chair.
a missing chair.
Well, no one's in it. We have a chair for a person who's missing.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's just late.
Yeah. And we even started late specifically.
For him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I guess he's super late now.
yeah, so he's probably not even probably. He might show up in the middle of this stream. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and if he does, we'll just, depending on how far we're through with this, we'll make him read the rest of this.
Yeah, we'll make him read the rest of it.
We'll just be like, hey, you didn't show up, so you're going to have to read the rest of this.
Yeah.
I guess the 100-point show without Ruben again. Current victor, Lawrence, with 2 points.
2 whole points.
I
am
believe.
so proud of me.
Yeah, he got partial credit, very partial credit, out of the 100 points for his correct answer about what to do when a
Something bad
sewage
happens.
system basically gets backed up, or a
Yeah,
water retention facility gets backed up. He said we should call.
Yeah, we should let somebody
We should
know.
let the people know. That's true. It's one of the first things we'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, so 100 points, Lawrence, real quick.
This one might be.
You think I can get credit?
I think you can get this one.
I can get credit.
Who wrote most of the book of Leviticus?
Oh, man. Is it P?
Yes!
Oh, wow, I got 100 points.
Yes!
Holy crap, we need like a thing that pops up over here that says I actually got some points.
Correct! You got it, sir!
Wow, okay. Let's see, I guess I have to come up with a question for you now. Shit. What were the primary changes between seasons in Star Trek when they upgraded their original model from the USS Enterprise D, I believe? Or no, just the original. Yeah, USS Enterprise. The original. Supposedly, I mean, there's one that's before that, but whatever.
The graphics.
No.
Damn.
Sorry, buddy. They gave it a whole new model.
I never even watched it.
I didn't either. I know, right? I just watched some guy talking about the models for it the other day.
So we got 6 people.
We got 6 people here. Hi.
Great. Hello.
100 points for Chris. That's right. Lawrence has 2.
Yep.
Keep that in mind. So somebody actually got points.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys?
Yes, the Mountain Dew can is fantastic.
No, yeah, this episode sponsored by
See-through Mountain Dew.
Clear Mountain Dew.
Oh.
The Mountain Dew you can see through.
Oh, shit. I fucked it up already.
Yeah, you did.
I
turned
it into a Lawrence joke,
Yeah, you did.
which is one of your things.
Just say the punchline.
Say the punchline first. You got diabetes. That was the punchline for your joke already.
So today we are finishing Exodus because we just want to be done with this. 'Cause
Yes.
the rest of Exodus is just the Tabernacle, and holy fucking shit, we don't want to keep doing this for like another week.
No, we're gonna do the rest of
It's
Exodus,
intolerable.
whether Ruben decides to make an appearance or not.
Yeah.
So.
And we do have some announcements first. So I know I made a joke about Mountain Dew, Clear Mountain Dew sponsoring us. They're not. That's not even a thing. But
That'd be great.
this episode is sponsored by us.
Yeah.
Visit our Teespring store below. Funny story about our Teespring.
What's up?
People really like the Behold shirt. People who don't even watch us want a Behold shirt.
Oh, so how many of those have we sold?
Well, I got one for a friend.
Okay.
For their birthday.
Okay.
And then when she got the shirt, 2 of her friends saw it.
Oh.
And now they want the shirt.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
I
so
can't just keep buying these for you guys. At some point,
You're going to have to pay me to get them or go buy them yourself off the sites.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It exists. You could do it.
Yeah.
Maybe just get a tattoo of that URL on your face and everyone will know where to get it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, Lawrence! It's a terrible idea. Okay. So I think we really got to get started, but otherwise, don't forget next month, bunch of stuff coming up we talked about with Aaron Ra and Anna meetups all 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make a formal post about that on the website
We
after
probably
the show.
should. Yeah.
Just reminder for future me. Hey, go do that.
Yeah, but we got a lot of shit coming up. We got one conference on the 5th. We got R and Raw here on the 6th in studio, and then we have another one the day after. Yep. So big stuff coming up.
And then anything else we should talk about? Who's excited for Leviticus? I'm ready for a new author.
Yeah.
Oh wait, just kidding.
Same one.
Just kidding. It's Tabernacle guy for the next book. Oh, my favorite.
And we are gonna have someone here to actually do Leviticus with us.
What's that?
We're gonna have someone here to do Leviticus with us.
Who's that?
Dawn.
Oh, you're gonna have her on?
Yeah.
Okay. Does she know a lot about Leviticus?
She got like a bunch of commentaries about Leviticus. So,
That should be useful,
yeah,
right?
She wants to do this whole thing, which is great.
It's not a problem, guys. We endorse that product. It's not a problem. The green screen is supposed to do that. All right. So I guess I should start us off.
Sure.
You want me to get going?
Why not?
All right. 35. And Moses assembled all the congregation of the children of Israel, and I'm sure yours just says something like the 10.
The congregation of the people of Israel.
Oh.
That's not really different.
Oh, well, last time I remembered the 10. Huh. Wonder if this is still P.
Congregation is not.
Is this
there's
still
the tabernacle, and then there's the tent of meeting.
Gotcha, the tent of meeting.
Yes. All right.
Somebody had a green tie on the local news station. Bad call, man.
Yeah, bad decision.
I wear my pure green kimono and can see some golden dragons fly around while I'm headless. It'd be real fun.
That sounds great.
Yeah, you'd like that? All right, maybe next time. And said unto them, These are the words which the Lord hath commanded, that ye should do them. 6 days' work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be you a holy day, a Sabbath of, what's that? Solemn rest
Yes.
to the Lord. Whosoever doth any work therein shall be put to death. So they're reiterating that again.
You work on the Sabbath, you
I
die.
think this is maybe the 3rd time they brought this up. They're really driving the point
Well,
home.
yeah, because this is one of the reasons why we know that there are multiple authors, because
Right.
of doublets and triplets and.
Sure, and they did the don't boil your
Yeah.
twice at least.
Don't boil a young goat in its mother's milk. That's bad.
Well, that's too bad.
Thrown in at the end of a bunch of
Meg
them.
here thinks that Reuben's been struck by God and has vanished.
I doubt it.
Well, Meg, you keep praying. See how that goes. All right. Hi, Meg. Let's see. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. So you can't burn anything.
Yeah.
I thought they had to do burnt offerings.
That's only
In the tabernacle.
Yeah.
Okay. So everywhere else is dark and cold, no matter what. Stay sucks. You can't do anything.
You had to. One of the ways that people kind of got around this rule was they did all the stuff the day before. So like they built a fire the day before. And
Okay.
Then there
They
was
just
a big one,
burned
so
it.
it just lasted.
It was just a
Like
big.
people would make they would prepare food the day before and have it for the next day.
So kindling no fire means that you can't start a fire.
I guess, I don't know.
What does yours say? Does it say?
Kindle no fire. Yeah, you
Okay.
shall kindle no fire.
I still think it means start a fire because the kindling goes away as soon as you start the fire.
I guess.
That's a way of looking at it, I think. But I guess you could keep it going from another day. All right. And Moses spoke unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord commandeth, saying, I hate that. How many times does that happen?
A lot of times.
I swear. Take ye from among you an offering unto the Lord. Whosoever is of a willing heart, let them bring it. The Lord's offering gold and silver and brass and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat hair and ram's skin dyed red and seal's skin and acacia wood, or shittim wood, as Lauren or
That's
Reuben's book usually says, and an oil for the light and spices for the anointing oil and for the sweet incense, and onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate. So they're
like
stones on garments and robes and breastplates.
Yeah, and pretty much that piece was like, hey, give everyone, if you're so kind as to give us the stuff that we can.
Geez, yeah, I mean, again, P, the author of this particular section, really likes to go into depth on the things you should be giving to them now.
Yeah, because the thing is,
they needed help with the tabernacle. They need
the thing is,
you know.
P, he was always super specific, super specific. Now, it's probably not just one person. There are probably like different people that all contributed to it. But the point is, they were all priests, and they were always super specific.
Yeah, I mean, this is like
in
I think that for context's sake, if I just brought all this shit to a what is it, to the Sabbath, you know, while that's happening, to a Sabbath, any Sunday
on the Sabbath, okay,
yeah, and brought all this stuff with me, would they be like, we don't want all this other than, I guess we'll take the gold.
They'll take it.
They'll take it?
I think they would just take it.
Really?
Probably. I mean,
I'm like,
why
this
not?
is a bunch of incense and myrrh and onyx and a seal skin and a ram skin and anointing oil. Here you go.
If they don't need it, they'll sell it for a profit.
Dang. You know, I guess they'll take my charity.
Yeah.
I suppose they would. All right, where am I at now after all that? Breastplate. So I'm at 10, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. And let every wise-hearted man among you come and make all that the Lord hath commanded. The tabernacle, its tent and its covering, its clasps and its boards and its bars and its pillars and its sockets, the ark and the staves thereof, and the ark cover and the veil of the screen, the table and the staves and the vessel and all its vessels, and the showbread, and the candlestick also for the light, and the vessel and its lamps, and the oil for the light, and the altar of incense and its staves, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the screen for the door, all the door of the tabernacle, an altar of burnt offering with its what's that? Grating of brass, its staves and all its vessels, the layer and its brass. I gotta stop here. I mean, it's just gonna keep going, but holy shit.
Yeah.
This is so specific.
Literally.
I mean,
it's holy shit.
Didn't we go through this already? 3 times now.
We kind of went through it already.
No, I mean, he talked about every single one of these things for the tabernacle.
Yeah, he talked about building those things, how to put them together.
I mean, not the things to bring necessarily, but the things that are within the tabernacle, again.
Yeah, and
like
how to build them. He already went over that, too.
11 to 17? Or 11 to 16?
He's,
Yeah, 11 to 17 is all the tabernacle again.
Well, yeah, this is still all going to be the tabernacle. That's the whole fucking episode.
Oh, God. But I mean, it's just a rephrasing of it. I remember there was a synopsis chapter.
Oh, this is another synopsis.
This is a worse synopsis. This is a less elegant synopsis.
This is for the contributions.
Okay.
This is the contributions for the tabernacle.
This is pain.
It is pain. Existence is pain.
Oh, my gosh. I should really check on some of these. I don't know how that popped up again.
I also don't know how that popped up.
I did not click on it.
I know you didn't. It's
Interesting.
impossible.
I think so. I like to think so. Yeah, so Leviticus is a hot mess, apparently.
We're not even in Leviticus.
I know, but everyone's looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
That's why Don wanted to do Leviticus, because it's a fucking mess.
It's a mess, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough. The hangings of the court, the pillars thereof, and their sockets, and the screen for the gate of the court, and the pins of the tabernacle, and the pins of the court, and their cords. The pleated garments for ministering in the holy place, the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons to minister in the priest's office, And all of the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses, and they came, every one whose heart stirred him up, and every one whom his spirit made willing, and brought the Lord's offering for the work of the tent of the meeting. There's so many thoughts, sorry. And for all of the service thereof, and for the holy garments, and they came both men and women, as many as were willing-hearted, and brought nose rings. Yeah, does yours say nose rings?
Wait, which verse?
I'm on 22.
No, so they came, both men and women, all who were a willing heart, brought brooches and
Mine
earrings.
says nose rings and earrings.
Nose rings and earrings.
Signet
Nice.
rings.
That's
And,
pretty metal.
and girdles. All jewels of gold.
I could totally picture like these ancient Jews like walking around with fucking
These things connected between
What-
their nose and their ears. They're all
what's
metal
that called?
Like that.
The
Punk,
the
man,
septum.
They're like, I don't. Yeah, septum
Yeah,
piercing.
they have a septum
called
piercing.
it.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. What's it called? The thing I said. That's basically what you just did there.
No, I figured it out after I asked. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I could totally see that happening.
All right. Okay. All of the jewels of gold, and every man that brought an offering of gold unto the Lord, and every man with whom was found blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair. What are you doing over there?
Thing buzzed. I thought maybe it was Ruben.
Oh, we wish.
It was not.
Well, the door's open. He'd come in. At least he knows how to get in. Once again, here are some goat hairs and ram skins dyed red, and seal skins brought them. Every one that did set apart an offering of silver and brass brought the Lord's offering, and every man whom was found acacia wood for every work of the service brought it. This is so poorly phrased. Do you think you know what you could tell me about 24 there? I don't. I mean,
everyone who could make a contribution of silver or bronze brought it as the Lord's contribution.
Oh, and everyone else.
Yeah, they're like everyone who could do this did it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that my phrasing's just weird on there. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought that which they had spun, the blue and the purple and the scarlet and the fine linen. And let it be known that it is assumed here that all women can do this. They are all fine. They all have fine hands, and they all can weave these types of garments and linens. And all the women whose hearts stirred them up in wisdom spun their goat's hair. And the rulers brought the onyx stones. So the rulers have to bring more. And the stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate. And
Well, it looks like they brought the more expensive
Yes.
stuff. I'm guessing the onyx stones were just more expensive.
I would think so.
I'm just guessing.
Onyx is a precious stone.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it definitely is. I don't think that
That's why it's such a good Pokemon.
No, Mega Steelix is the good Pokemon.
Mega Steelix.
Because Steel has like maybe one weakness in the entire game.
Fire.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It's also no, never mind. I got
It's
that.
not
I got
it.
it backwards.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think it's just fire.
It's just fire.
Oh.
Steel's
Shit,
broken.
I don't know. All right.
Steel's just Mega Steelix is banned and everything. I mean, he's just too good. I don't even play Pokemon anymore, and I know that. All right, sorry. Total tangent
Yeah.
of Onyx here. And the spices and the oil for the light, and for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. The children of Israel brought a free-willing offering unto the Lord, and every man and woman whose heart made them willing to bring for all the work which the Lord hath commanded by the hand of Moses to be made. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, See, the Lord hath called by name Bezalel,
Yep.
whoops the doodle, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and he hath filled him with the Spirit of God, in wisdom, in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. Why does God know? I mean, God's all-knowing, but couldn't he give some more useful knowledge, like summon stones, make them rise from the earth with my mind alone? Like, geez, God, you seem to be able to do stuff like that. Why'd you tell people how to do stuff with your hands?
It seems like every time he gets involved, things get fucked up. He was like, I'm going to make the universe and all these people. Oh, shit, the people didn't turn out the way I wanted. Let's kill them all.
It's okay to be late for church. Look, we even have a guy who's late for church.
Yeah, we do.
Hello, anyways, from Orlando.
We have a priest or whatever late for church.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
Now, I want to
It's like a Jedi priest or something. I don't know.
I want to point out that we went over Bezalel earlier, and it pretty much said the exact same thing about him being a craftsman. And then he was given a... looks like not like a servant but like an apprentice or something. Oholiab.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, we went over this guy. So yeah, this also goes over Oholiab. All right, let's continue.
All right. I don't know where I am anymore. Workmanship, 32, and to devise skillful works, to work in gold. Excuse me. And in silver, and in brass, and in cutting of stone, for setting, and in carving of wood, to work in all manner of skillful workmanship. And he hath put in his heart that he may teach, both he and Oholiab. We mentioned Oholiab before. The son of,
Ahisamach?
Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan. Dan, my favorite. So easy to say. Them hath he filled with wisdom of heart, to work all manner of workmanship of the craftsman, and of the skillful workman, and of the weaver in colors in blue and purple, and in scarlet, and in fine linen, and of the weaver, even of them that they do workmanship, and of those that deserve skillful works.
All right.
Well, how about that?
All right. Let's continue with 36. And hey, we got 11 viewers. That's pretty decent for us.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I think also, and I don't know what's up with that, but what do you guys like for a time? We really don't mind streaming at any time for this show on Sunday, and at 2 o'clock might be more busy than 1 o'clock. Whatever you guys, in the future viewers as well, tell us when you'd like to see the stream more, and maybe we could do separate, like 2 sessions in a day or something if it's fun.
Yeah, we could probably do that too.
I don't know.
We'll sure get through it faster.
Well, she'll get through this thing in less than 4 years.
Half the time.
I mean, it might be 4 years before we finish it at the rate we're going. So I'm not in any rush to finish this, but I did just finish my chapter, and I'm like, man, that was wow.
That was a tread.
Holy cow!
Make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you're enjoying the stream so far. It really
Force your friends to watch this. Take their eyes and be like, look at this. Put your phone in their face or something. That'll do it.
That will do it.
Yeah, they'll be addicted.
All right, chapter 36. Bezalel and Oholiab and every craftsman in whom the Lord has put skill and intelligence to know how to do any work in the construction of the sanctuary shall work in accordance with all that the Lord has commanded. And Moses called Bezalel and Oholiab and every craftsman in whose mind the Lord had put skill, everyone whose heart stirred him up to come to do the work. And they received from Moses all the contribution that the people of Israel had brought for doing the work on the sanctuary. They still kept bringing him free will offerings every morning, so that all the craftsmen who were doing every sort of task on the sanctuary came, and each from the task that he was doing. And said to Moses, "The people bring much more than enough for doing the work that the Lord has commanded us to do." So Moses gave command, and word was proclaimed throughout the camp, "Let no man or woman do anything more for the contribution for the sanctuary." So the people were restrained from bringing. for the material they had was sufficient to do all the work and more. So
Stuff.
yeah, all the people
It
had.
says stuff here.
Does it really say stuff?
It says for the stuff they had was sufficient.
For the stuff they had was sufficient.
Yep.
They had enough stuff.
Guys, there are only like how many primary religions? 6, maybe? If we go through all the books, we'll be done. There'll be no content left for us.
You said how many what?
Like major religious texts. Major religions texts are there.
Oh, quite a few. We have to go pretty far back to find, some other ones, but I'm sure like there are translations online.
Oh, I meant like ones that are still around and the relevance and the scope of the atheist stuff.
I mean, there's this, and then we could read, the Quran, obviously.
Right.
We got the Book of Mormon.
Yep.
The Bhagavad Gita.
I'd love to read that. That's just nihilism, basically.
The Tao Te Ching. Then I forget what they're called, but it's the Poetic Eddas. Norse.
Well, I mean, like I said, how many people believe that, basically?
A pretty small percentage.
Yeah, I don't think many people actually believe that. So,
I know people who believe
other than Dawn.
Yeah, well, and the entire group of people she hangs around with.
How would I know that? I don't hang out with Dawn.
Either way. All right.
36, some more.
We're still in 36. Let us continue in 36. And all the craftsmen among the workmen made the tabernacle with 10 curtains. They were made of fine twined linen and blue and purple and scarlet yarns, with cherubim skillfully worked. The length of each curtain was 28 cubits, so 28 lengths from your elbow to the tip of your fingers.
Especially if you're a really tall person.
Especially if you have really big arms.
Then your measurement's better. Yeah.
And the breadth of each curtain 4 cubits. All the curtains were the same size. He coupled 5 curtains to one another. It says, hold on. What is that?
That's a good point.
Probably Bezalel. Okay.
Yeah. Or Oholiab.
Yep. One of them.
It's weird that they just jumped to he.
No, it was weird. He coupled 5 curtains to one another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled to one another. He made loops of blue on the edge of the outermost curtain of the first set. Likewise, he made them on the edge of the outermost curtain on the second set. He made 50 loops on the one curtain, and he made 50 loops on the edge of the curtain that was the second set. The loops were opposite one another, and he made 50 clasps of gold and coupled the curtains one to the other with clasps.
Clasps.
Wow, I said that wrong.
Clasps. Nice job.
So the tabernacle was a single whole.
Wow.
And we're still not completely done here.
I believe you. You've got quite a bit of stuff left here.
He also made curtains of goat's hair for the tent over the tabernacle.
11.
What?
He made 11 of those curtains.
Yeah, he made 11 curtains. That's the next line for me.
Oh.
Not the next verse, just the next line. It separates them.
Mine's the same line, and it says 11 curtains, he made them. That's so dumb. 11 curtains, he made them.
Yep.
Great.
The length of each curtain was 30 cubits, and the breadth of each curtain 4 cubits. The 11 curtains were the same size. He coupled 5 curtains by themselves and 6 curtains by themselves. And he made 50 loops on the edge of the outermost curtain of the one set and 50 loops on the edge of the other connecting curtain, which is really weird because you would think you'd have more loops. But no, he put the same amount of loops on the longer curtain because one was 6 pieces, the other was 5. Yeah.
Okay, so this is to go over it.
I just thought it was
the dimensions stack. You could fit them.
Okay.
That's what you're talking about.
And he made 50 clasps of bronze to couple the tent together, that it might be a single whole. And he made for the tent a covering of tanned rams' skins and goat skins. Then he made the upright frames for the tabernacle of acacia wood. Then 10 cubits was the length of a frame. and a cubit and a half the breadth of each frame. Each frame had 2 tenons for fitting together. He did this for all the frames of the tabernacle. The frames for the tabernacle he made thus: 20 frames for the south side, and he made 40 bases of silver under the 20 frames, 2 bases under one frame for its 2 tenons, and 2 bases under the next frame for its 2 tenons. For the second side of the tabernacle on the north side, he made 20 frames, and there 40 bases of silver, 2 bases under one frame, and 2 bases under the next frame.
Yeah. So he's actually building the tabernacle now.
Yeah.
Before it was just what you need.
It's getting the stuff and then instructions on how to build it, and now they're actually building it. Yeah, so the other stuff was instructions.
Gotcha. Well, one was go get this, and the other is we have this, and now we're doing it.
Yeah.
God, boy, at least we get everything, all the steps, approximately,
yes,
to how we would do this.
Yes.
How thoughtful of them.
Yes.
Thank you, historically. Jeez.
And the interesting thing here, it's not really interesting, it's just kind of sad.
Okay. All right.
Like 25% of Exodus is about the tabernacle.
Oh, God, that's sad.
If you mixed up all the verses...
I'm really tired.
Yeah, I know. If you mixed up all the verses and picked out 4 at random...
Yeah, you did a D20.
Yeah.
And you'd have a 25% chance.
Yeah, 25%. That's how that works.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So what would that be? That would be 5 to 1. Yeah. If you rolled anything higher than a 5, you wouldn't have to roll it. Oh, so you could critically fail on anything lower than a 5. Because these suck. This is a critical failure.
What?
You don't play D&D.
No, I don't.
You don't understand how dice work.
Shit. Okay, let's go on.
Yeah, well, I tried.
For the rear of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 frames. He made 2 frames for corners of the tabernacle in the rear, and they were separate beneath, but joined at the top at the first ring. He made 2 of them this way for the 2 corners. There were 8 frames with their bases of silver, 16 bases, under every frame 2 bases. He made bars of acacia wood, 5 for the frames of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the frames on the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the frames on the tabernacle at the rear westward. And he made the middle bar to run from end to end halfway up the frames. And he overlaid the frames with gold and made their rings of gold for holders for the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. He made the veil of blue and purple and scarlet yarns and fine twined linen. With cherubim skillfully worked into it, he made it. And for it, he made 4 pillars of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. Their hooks were gold, and he cast them. Oh, and he cast for them 4 bases of silver. He also made a screen for the entrance of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet yarns and fine twined linen, embroidered with needlework, and its 5 pillars with their hooks. He overlaid their capitals, and their fillets were of gold, but their 5 bases were of bronze. Wow. Some specific ass shit.
I'm so happy that... Yep. No, that wasn't... I'm not happy. I'm lying. I'm very disappointed.
But I think it looks...
I'm looking at what's next. It's more of this for a little bit.
It looks like...
That's quite a bit.
It looks like they're actually done with the tabernacle itself, at least like getting the pieces made.
Yeah.
And they're going to actually put it together later.
Boy, oh boy.
I know, right? Ridiculous.
Oh no, they're like, you put these on the ground in this position and blah blah blah, and then you gotta solder them together.
They're giving it like instructions for how to build things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to call Ruben.
You're gonna try to call Ruben.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't want to read more of this.
Well, good luck with that.
I mean, he's super late. He said he'd be here maybe 1:30 to 2.
Wow.
I know.
Way off.
Way off. He's not even going to answer his phone.
Probably not.
No.
All right.
Exciting. Everybody
I
enjoy
know.
this.
This is riveting content.
It's live attempting to call my friend
Riveting. Absolutely wonderful. I'm in awe of how amazing this content
Hi,
is.
it's Ruben Marashak. He's not here right now. God damn.
All right. Chris,
I don't wanna.
should I just keep going?
I'm gonna do it. But I don't wanna.
Okay.
I'm letting
Okay,
you know that this at this point is not voluntary and it's painful. All
It's
right?
always been painful.
No, this is the Tabernacle. This is worse than that.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm letting you know that I'm doing it for the team.
All right.
But this sucks. Okay? All right. And Bezalel made the ark of the acacia wood 2 cubits and a half with the length of it, and 1.5 cubits the breadth of it. Oh yeah, I get it now. So it was just the instructions from God. Now Bezalel and his buddy
Bezalel is now making...
has to make this stuff.
Yeah.
None of this existed before. It was all just description of what should be.
Yeah.
All right. And 1.5 cubits the height of it. And he overlaid it with pure gold within and without, and made a crown of gold around it. And he cast the 4 rings of gold in the 4 feet thereof, even 2 rings on the one side of it, and 2 rings on the other side of it. And he made staves of acacia wood, and overlaid them with gold. And he put the staves into the ring on the sides of the ark, and bare the ark. And he made an ark cover of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half was the length thereof, and 1.5 cubits thereof. So this, I'm assuming, is exactly the same as the description that God gave them before.
Yeah.
But now
He's actually making it.
he's just making it. This is exactly the same, though. I feel it would be interesting to see if there were any discrepancies, but I feel like there aren't any so far.
I don't
Sounds
know.
exactly the same.
I don't know. I have no
All right.
idea.
And he made 2 cherubim of gold, yep. And of beaten work made of them, yep, so that's the same. At the 2 ends of the ark cover, 1 cherubim at one end and 1 cherubim at the other end, and 1 piece with the ark cover made he the cherubim at the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubim spread out their wings on high, screening the ark cover with their wings, with their faces one to another, toward the ark cover where the faces of the cherubim. And he made the table of acacia wood. 2 cubits was the length thereof, and 1 cubit the breadth thereof, and 1.5 cubits the length thereof. And he laid it over with pure gold, and made thereto a crown of gold round about. And he made unto its border of a handbreadth around. So a handbreadth, is that similar to
A hand width?
a
maybe?
hand width? It says a handbreadth. breadth.
Yeah. Breadth. I think that means width.
I think so too. And he cast it in 4 rings of gold and put
about 3 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the rings in the 4 corners that were on the 4 feet thereof, close by the border, were the rings, the holders of the staves to bear the table. And he made the staves of acacia wood, and he overlaid them with gold to bear the table. And he made the vessels vessels which were upon the table, and the dishes thereof, and the pans thereof, and the bowls thereof, and the jars thereof, whereupon to pour out of pure gold. And he made the candlestick of pure gold. Of beaten work he made the candlestick, even its base, and its shaft, its cups, its knops, and its flowers were of one piece with it. And there were 6 branches going out. So here, they're going to go into the knops again, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Probably.
I hated that part. I read that part last time. Read on, Reading Blaster. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Dad. God. Pain. I hate this candlestick. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it. I hate it.
Yeah.
This candlestick sucks. So
I think the candlestick is more interesting than the rest of the tabernacle. At least I think it's more interesting than the tabernacle itself.
I think the ark is the coolest thing. I still don't know what it's all about, but I think it's the coolest thing.
Right. That is, but I'm saying like the I have lampstand. The lampstand. It says lampstand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think it's better than like the actual tabernacle itself. Like the fucking building. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's so fancy. It sounds like they went a lot out of their way to make it look nice. Excuse me. There we go. And there were 6 branches going out of the sides thereof, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side thereof. 3 cups made of almond brass in one branch, a knop and a flower, and 3 cups of almond brass in the other branch, a knop and a flower. So for the 6 branches going out of the candle, and in the candlestick were 4 cups made of almond blossoms, and the knops thereof, and it was almond blossoms in brass. That's why I fucked up the second time, sorry. And in the candlestick there were 4 cups of almond blossoms, and the knops thereof, and the flowers thereof, and a knop under the 2 branches of the one piece with it, and a knop under the 2 branches of the one piece with it, and a knop under the 2, oh my god. For the 6 branches going out of it. Their knops and their branches were of one piece with it. The whole of it was one beaten work of pure gold. I strictly recall there being brass. No, just branch.
Can you read 23 again?
I have not read 23 yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No. There were knops and there were branches of one piece, and the whole of it was one beaten work of gold. Now I'm on 23.
Okay.
And he made the lamps thereof 7, and the tongs thereof, and the snuff dishes thereof, which are how you put out the candle, and they're made of pure gold.
I like that name, snuff dishes.
I figured you would. Would you like some pure gold snuff dishes?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think
sounds like a drug.
I think you'd just sell them. Lawrence is drinking soda, and Chris is getting the effects.
Getting the effects?
I don't get hyper from drinking soda, but if you think I'm sounding hyper, I'm just trying to get through this thing as enthusiastically as I can. Bear with me, folks.
Mountain Dew Clear. Get it today.
Or not. Don't have to. Get it tomorrow, hopefully. All things.
But that's the last day.
That's it. It's gone. The world's over then. All right. Or at least those are. Of a talent of pure gold made he it, and all the vessels thereof. And he made the altar incense of acacia wood, and a cubit was the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof. Oh, Ruben's finally getting back to me.
My God.
Oh, hello. We're alive.
We're alive? Just so you know, he said that we're alive. Let's see.
Yeah, where are you at now? Your house?
I'm so excited.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. How many do we got left today?
We have to get all the way through.
Oh,
so after you're done
by the time you get here, we will be done, man. Probably. Well, if you could get here in a few minutes, we'll give you chapter 40. All right, hurry up. See ya. Okay.
What a bastard.
I mean...
Yes.
Yeah, his parents weren't married.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think literally
he's
by the definition of bastardness, he has supplied. Congrats. You called him what he is. You called him out. What a jerk.
Good.
Where am I? Something about knops.
I think you're in 25.
I'm in 25?
Yeah.
Still? Okay. Damn, this is a long chapter. And the silver... Where was I? What chapter are we on?
37, 25.
37. That's my problem.
Yeah, I said 25. Verse 25.
You said yes, but I thought, never mind. I went to the page ahead to check how far we had to go. And he made an altar of incense of acacia wood, a cubit in length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof, 4 square, and 2 cubits was the height thereof. So what's 4 square? Does yours say anything?
It says it was square, and 2 cubits was its height.
Okay. The horns thereof were of one piece with it, and he overlaid it with pure gold, the top thereof and the sides there around about, and the horns of it, and made it unto a crown of gold round about. And he made for it 2 golden rings under the crown thereof, upon which 2 ribs thereof upon the 2 sides of it, for the holders of the staves wherewith to bear it. And he made the staves of acacia wood, no space between of and acacia wood, and overlaid them with gold. And he made the holy anointing oil and the pure incense of sweet spices after the art of the perfumer.
So it's really interesting.
About time. Right, Reuben, come on.
They went through all this shit, very specific on how to make things. And then the last verse here, he made the holy anointing oil also.
You know how you understand.
You have done this before.
Gloss over that part.
You have done it. All right, chapter 38. Yeah, maybe Reuben will get 40. Holy shit.
I know. Well, let's have a long conversation.
About?
Dude, we don't have anything to talk about right now.
No, we don't. Oh.
Oh, hold on. Shill.
Shill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you watching?
Yeah, Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, all that.
Oh,
good
yes,
shit.
yes.
Teespring.
Website, forum, something.
The website, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Also, if you guys didn't catch, did I do the stream yesterday or the day before?
Oh, yeah, he did an update stream. Maybe I doubt it.
I think I did it on Friday.
Yeah, but I doubt it'll get a ton of views. This will get like 200 or so. So let's try to tell people what we're doing with that right now while we have the time. What are the big major updates happening to our channel?
All right, so we are still doing this show every Sunday, obviously, and sometimes for like specials, we'll throw them in throughout other days in the month. So we're gonna have one Forged Fiction a month still. I'm gonna finish up that series. I'm gonna get through the New Testament.
You watched it live, thanks.
Oh, good. Yeah, but for those who have not watched it live or watched it afterwards, then we're gonna have, and that's gonna be on Thursday if I didn't say that. And then the next Thursday, we would have an episode of Armchair Philosophy. And then we have like the specials that we're gonna do on the other Thursdays. So now I don't know how this is gonna be. So
that's a total of 3 productions a month,
excluding,
and 4 streams.
4 streams, 3 productions. Now it could be 4. It depends on how much work Reuben would do.
Or me.
Yeah. When are you gonna make a special? Never. The answer's fucking
I'm always
never.
special. Every event I'm on is a special. I don't do anything else. It better be. All right. No, maybe someday we'll get on it.
So we're gonna have those specials that we're gonna try to like predominantly have those longer, better videos for you guys. So Mystery is done. Captain's Log is done. I think those are the only 2 series that are done. Right?
Well, Secret Lab Reports
that one's
a decade ago.
Yeah, that
it's
one's
gone,
dead.
gone. Was there anything else other than that? The Captain's Log is being retired, and we'll be moving it over to the retired thing after this episode, I think, as well as Mystery. Are we really Mystery? We really doing that? Oh, really? I like Mystery, but that's okay.
It became kind of like a chore.
I understand it's hard to find enough stuff about certain ones because the more obscure ones have less and less information on them. So.
Yeah.
All right, I think that was a good stall. Don't forget to unsubscribe. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh, damn.
I'm great
Reuben's
at this.
just ruining things.
Uh huh.
All right.
He'll be here if he's here.
Yeah. So,
He'll try.
chapter 38.
More tabernacle.
Yep. He made the altar of burnt offering of acacia wood. 5 cubits was its length, and 5 cubits its breadth. It was square, and 3 cubits was its height. He made horns for it on its 4 corners. Its horns were of one piece with it, and he overlaid it with bronze. And he made all the utensils of the altar, the pots, the shovels, the basins, the forks, and the fire pans. He made all its utensils of bronze. And he made for the altar a grating, a network of bronze under its ledge extending halfway down. He cast 4 rings on the 4 corners of the bronze grating as holders for the poles.
I like how brass and bronze are interchangeable.
Bronze and brass.
Yeah.
You said something completely
Sorry, what did I say? Something different.
Something different.
Well, brass and bronze, they seem to be completely interchangeable.
They are, yeah, apparently, but they are different things.
Yes.
So it's really weird.
Hello, 666 Saxon 666 metal from Germany. You are not late. Ruben is late.
Ruben
you
is
are
late.
early. Congratulations, you just missed some.
You win.
You win.
He made. Wait, what the fuck was I?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just read a long name.
He made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with bronze, and he put the poles through the rings on the sides of the altar to carry it with them. He made it hollow with boards. He made the basin of bronze and its stand of bronze from the mirrors of the... Oh, okay, I got it. From the mirrors of the ministering woman who ministered in the entrance of the tent of meeting.
They just took them from them.
The ministering woman who ministered.
Another thing that's interchangeable is mine say boards sometimes, but it says planks here, and when mine says boards, yours says planks or something like that. I don't know, but it seems like they just switched these up entirely. It's kind of weird. Why would someone
There's
do
no
that?
such thing as a perfect translation. Let's leave it at that.
Well, I'll say I completely agree with you, but it's really weird when this one will say brass and brass. I said brass.
That's what brass.
I said.
That's
brass.
what
That's what I said. Brass, the new person on the show. Yeah. So brass and bronze.
It's the counterpart to our Rachel. Brass.
You're terrible. That's a bad Friends joke. I don't watch Friends, and I know that's a bad joke. All right, let's continue, please. Something about
Yes.
50 cubits and stuff.
And he made the court. For the south side, the hangings of the court were of fine twined linen, 100 cubits.
Whoa, that's like 2 of those 50 cubits I was
Yes.
talking about earlier.
Their 20 pillars and their 20 bases were of bronze, but the hooks of the pillars and their fillets were of silver. And for the north side, there were hangings of 100 cubits. Their 20 pillars, their 20 bases were of bronze, but the hooks of the pillars and their fillets were of silver.
Ministering woman. I wonder how she ministered,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
And for the west side were hangings of 50 cubits, their 10 pillars and their 10 bases. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets were of silver. And for the front to the east, 50 cubits. The hangings for one side of the gate were 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars and 3 bases, and so for the other side. On both sides of the gate of the court were hangings of 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars and their 3 bases. All the hangings around the court were of fine twined linen.
Woo!
Woo. And the bases for the pillars were of bronze.
Brass.
But the hooks of the pillars and their fillets were of silver. The overlaying of their capitals was also of silver, and all the pillars of the court were filleted with silver. And
Filleted.
yeah,
I don't...
I think that unless this is pronounced differently from
Well,
the
filleting a fish means
There's that.
you could take the scales off to
yeah,
fillet.
I understand.
And maybe they just mean coated
I don't fucking know.
with like
But unless there's a different way to pronounce this, that's what I'm going with.
oh.
And the screen for the gate of the court was embroidered with needlework in blue and purple and scarlet yarns and fine twined linen. It was 20 cubits long and 5 cubits high in its breadth, corresponding to the hangings of the court. And their pillars were 4 in number. Their 4 bases were of bronze, their hooks of silver, and the overlaying of their capitals and their fillets of silver.
Oh, I've got some great news for you, Lawrence. He's going to read 2 chapters.
Okay, good.
He's here. Everybody, Reuben has returned.
And all the pegs for the tabernacle and for the court all around were of bronze.
Brass.
Shut up.
Let's fight. And I'm going to stand up for just a second to let our friend by.
This is... you're an embarrassment.
You've earned your 2 chapters today.
Yes.
Boy, did we have to read a lot. I had to read 2 chapters.
I tried to contact you so many times in the past few days.
Yeah, you were real bad about that. I wasn't going to say anything, but then when Lawrence said something, I was like...
You were really bad about it.
Maybe he was. I mean, I don't want to bitch.
Oh, my phone wasn't on me.
Yeah, you should try to do that next time.
I didn't have a ride either.
I understand.
Come one and come all to the most exciting show in the world. What did I miss?
Oh, we're talking about the tabernacle.
So let me tell you, you've missed...
Again?
Hold
We're
on. This is important. For the 3rd time, we cover everything that is in the tabernacle, but this time they actually make it.
Yeah.
It reiterated verbatim exactly everything that we have read before, including in the synoptic chapter that preceded that. This is that again, but more and high. Yes, hey.
So here's the deal. Basically, first, God gave the instructions for the tabernacle, and then they were gathering all the stuff for the tabernacle. Now they're making the tabernacle.
Yeah.
This just fell out of, like, the ceiling or something. Look at this. It's like a weird Aztec head.
What the
Well,
fuck
Chris's
are you
house is
looking
falling
at?
apart.
My house is falling apart and it's haunted.
So, where are we?
I am almost done with 38.
Ah.
So you're going to read 39 and 40.
Yeah, look at it, seriously.
Well, I'm sure the people have missed my beautiful voice.
What the fuck?
I told you that fell out of the ceiling. I stretched. It fell out of the ceiling.
That's
The
fucking
lesson
weird.
that you have to learn from this
Okay.
is never to stretch.
Don't stretch.
It's
There.
bad for you.
Oh, man. You scoot
Your
over-
house will fall apart.
over that way. There you go.
All right.
So why don't we finish up this wonderful rereading of this section effectively with different words?
All right.
All
Well,
right.
I'm glad to know that I didn't miss anything.
Oh, really? No, you didn't. You missed getting repeatedly shot in the head, basically.
Well, I did miss the golden calf.
You didn't. Did
You
you watch
did.
that episode?
I started it, but I didn't finish it.
It's good. You'll like it.
Okay.
Go finish it.
These are the records of the tabernacle of the testimony, as they were recorded at the commandment of Moses, the responsibility of the Levites under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest, Bezalel, the son of Uri, son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made all that the Lord commanded Moses, and with him was Oholiab, the son of Ahisamach, right?
Yeah.
Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan,
Ian.
an engraver and designer, an embroiderer in blue and purple and scarlet yarns and fine twined linen.
It just keeps going, huh? And blue and purple and green and red.
Do you know how many times I've read about blue and purple and scarlet
And linen.
and then onyx and incense and myrrh and a perfume and anointing oil? And
There
that's
is-
just, you should just know at this point how to make the anointing oil. They don't even give you a process. They just
Yeah.
end the chapter like,
They're like,
and
"And
of
he
course,
made it."
he prepared the anointing oil. Well, yeah.
Well, it's not difficult to make an anointing oil. Take herbs, put in oil.
They
let
said
it sit
everything
there.
else.
They were in complete and utter depth about everything to the smallest detail in its creation. And nope. And then, of course, the anointing oil, which goes unspoken.
Yes.
All the gold that was used for the work and all the construction of the sanctuary, the gold from the offering was 29 talents and 730 shekels by the shekel of the sanctuary.
Well, Reuben, you really didn't miss out at all. I mean, legitimately, because once he's done reading this, we have, what, 6 chapters we read today? You'll get your 2.
Yeah.
Everybody will get their 2.
And then we're done with Exodus.
We are,
moving
we are
into
done with
Leviticus.
Exodus.
Because I wanted to get it done, so I was like, fuck it, we're doing 6 chapters.
We're doing
today.
it.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, and so far, Going Long's at least allowed you to get here.
Well, hey, if you've enjoyed this stream so far without me here, give it a like and share it to your friends so we can get more viewers.
And if you hate Rupert, don't forget to unsubscribe and bitch about it in the forum.
And drop a like.
And if you do like our content, don't forget to unsubscribe anyway.
Yeah, right. I love that. I just like saying unsubscribe more now than subscribe because I hear everybody else showing for subscriptions, and I'm just like, you know what? If they really like it, they will. So I may as well say something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's finish this fucking thing.
No, let's talk more.
The silver from those of the congregation who were recorded was 100 talents and 1,775 shekels by the shekel of the sanctuary. A beka.
Wait, 1,000.
775. Does yours not say that?
Mine says 1,730. And 3 score and 15 shekels.
Yeah, 3 score and 15. Yeah, that's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. It's just
score is 20.
crap phrasing.
Okay.
1,775 shekels.
Yes. A beka. What the fuck is a beka? Hold on. A beka was about a 1/5 of an ounce or 5.5 grams. A beka,
Oh man, we should remember that.
A beka, a head that is half a shekel by the shekel of the sanctuary for everyone who was listed in the records, from 20 years old and upward, for 603,550 men. The 100 talents of silver were for casting the bases of the sanctuary and the bases of the veil.
Coca-Cola's recipe's written on the back of every container. What is this person? They said the anointing oil recipe is a secret, like Coca-Cola. Is it a secret?
No.
Is Coca-Cola's ingredients a secret anymore?
Well, you know what's a secret is natural and artificial flavors.
Oh.
What does that mean?
It could be anything, literally.
Anything.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know, arsenic has flavor.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally. Lead has flavor.
Tastes
That's
great.
artificial as fuck.
Lead's delicious though.
Sweet.
Especially
lead.
when it's in your paint.
Yeah, I love that shit.
You can just get a whole bunch of flakes and put them in a dish and get some, that ranch dipping sauce or whatever. Yeah.
But
Leave
don't
it out
eat
for
Tide
guests.
Pods. But don't
Leave
eat
it out for
Tide
guests.
Pods.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Where the fuck was I? Fuck you.
I don't know. I
you.
feel like at some point you'll finish this thing.
You
Yeah.
were at 1775.
Oh, I was looking around here. 100 bases for the 100 talents, a talent a base. And of the 1,775 shekels, he made hooks for the pillars and overlaid their capitals and made fillets for them. The bronze that was offered was 70 talents and 2,400 shekels. With it, he made the bases for the entrance of the tent of meeting, the bronze altar and the bronze grating for it, and all the utensils of the altar, the bases around the court, and the bases of the gate of the court, all the pegs of the tabernacle, and all the pegs around the court. Wow.
Wow.
There's a difference
Riveting.
between ingredients and ratios.
Riveting.
Yeah, I know. I'm dumb.
Yeah, you are.
So,
So.
you gotta read 39 and 40.
Now, let me remind you that
Verily so I shall commence with this task that thee hast beset me upon.
Thanks.
Indubitably. And of the blue and purple and scarlet they made clothes of service. Clothes of service.
Okay.
Yeah.
for ministering.
In the holy place, and made the holy garments for Aaron, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the ephod of gold, blue, and silver.
Read a normal place.
Okay, gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. And they did beat the gold in the thin plates, and cut it into wires to work it in the blue, and in the purple, and in the scarlet, and in the fine linen with cunning work. It sounds like one of those bomb scenes where they're like, all right, blue wire.
Blue wire.
Yeah. Well, they use gold wire, right?
Yeah,
So,
they're making it. They're stitching it in. They're stitching in gold wire.
yeah. Like, oh my God, do we cut the purple one? Do we cut the red one?
The green one?
Oh no!
Shit.
Yeah. They made shoulder pieces for it. To couple it together by the two edges was it coupled together. And the curious girdle of hyssopod that was upon it was of the same according to the work thereof, of gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they wrought onyx stones enclosed in ouches of gold, graven, and signets are graven with the names of the children of Israel. And he put them on the shoulders of ephod, so that they should be stones for a memorial to the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the breastplate of cunning work, like the work of the ephod, of gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. It was foursquare. They made the breastplate double. A span was the length thereof, and they span the breadth thereof, being doubled. And they set it in 4 rows of stones. The first row was a sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle. This was the first row.
I like the carbuncle.
Yes.
Thanks, Christy. Thanks for appreciating our show, and we're
you.
glad you're paying attention.
Wow, yeah, you're so great.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank
I
you.
mean, the fact that only you clap made that seem so insincere, but yeah, thank you,
Thank you,
seriously.
Yeah. He raises up his hands like he's going to clap, and he's like, no,
Nope,
I'll
that's
just,
the Trump thing.
this-
Everybody's picking up on it.
It's
It's the new craze, the double thumbs up real fast.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the trend is spreading very bigly.
It's the greatest trend.
Yeah, the best trend. I've seen a lot of trends in my days, and let me tell you, this is one of the best.
Agreed.
All right.
Yeah.
And the second row, an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. And the third row, a ligure, an agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They were enclosed in ouches of gold in their enclosings. And the stones were according to the names of the children of Israel, 12, according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, every one with his name, according to the 12 tribes.
666 Saxon 666 metal. We are using we've used different versions of the Bible. His version is the King James.
King James.
His is
I have the English Standard Version.
And I have the Holy Scriptures according to the Jewish Publication Society of America.
1917
Circa
publication.
1917, with the aid of previous versions and with the content consultation of the Jewish authorities.
Yes.
Hey, I did it. I think I said that one pretty well.
You
Finally.
read it. Good
Well,
job.
I mean, I've always said etc. So
Yeah.
here, now you have the full name of the one we were reading.
I like how it's like, and they had their names, and they were on signets, and he had
Yeah.
his name, and he has his name.
Wow, wait, they have their own names?
Yeah, wow.
No. Bullshit. I've met Chris's before.
I call bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a liar.
And they made upon the breastplate chains at the ends of wreathen work of pure gold. And they made 2 ouches of gold and 2 gold rings, and put the 2 rings in the 2 ends of the breastplate. And they put the 2 wreathen chains of gold in 2 rings in the end of the breastplate. And the 2 ends of the 2 wreathen chains they fastened in the 2 ouches, and put them on shoulder pieces of the ephod before it. And they made 2 rings of gold, and put them on 2 ends of the breastplate, upon the border of it, which was on the side of the ephod inward. And they made 2 other golden rings, and put them on the 2 sides of the ephod underneath, toward the forepart of it, over against the other coupling thereof, above the curious girdle of ephod.
curious
Yes,
girdle.
the curious girdle.
Ooh, what could be
I have a
under
curious
that?
girdle story for you.
Nah, I'm
Okay.
sure you
I
do.
don't actually.
Wow.
Well,
you suck.
we were all excited about that, and you've ruined it.
Yeah, I really wanted to hear a curious girdle story.
Now the stream is ruined. Goodbye, everybody.
So yeah, this is kind of funny. It's kind of like they were taking a really amateur, periodic table of elements, because they're like, here we'll have these stones in this row, and these stones in a second row, and these stones in another row.
They just wanted to make it all special.
Oh, there has to be some kind of categorization system. Otherwise, just to make it pretty, they'd be like
Rhymes and reasons, times and seasons. They're all for those.
Yeah,
Seriously, that's it. That's the only reasons they have those stupid stones.
yeah. Well, I mean, if they were just doing it to make it pretty, then wouldn't they just go like, hey, we'll make a border of diamonds, and we'll make a border
No,
of...
it all has to do with like your, birthstone and stuff like that. And
Oh, no, yeah, this is just straight astrology right here.
there you go, folks.
Yep. Oh, jeez, where was I? There's so many gold rings in this breastplate.
Gold rings. Sonic would love this level.
Oh yeah,
Man, wouldn't
curious
Sonic
girdle.
the Hedgehog love this level?
Yeah, gotta go fast. And they did bind the breastplate by his rings unto the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it might be above the curious girdle of the ephod, and that the breastplate might not be loosed from the ephod, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the robe of the ephod of woven work, all of blue, and there was a hole in the midst of the robe, as the hole of a habergeon.
Habergeon.
Habergeon?
Wait,
Was it?
where?
Okay. Mine has at 23, and there was a hole in the midst of the robe, as the hole of a habergeon.
Mine says coat of mail.
And the opening of the robe in it was like an opening in a garment.
Mine says a coat of mail.
You mean the opening
With a
in
binding
the robe
about
was
the
like an
hole.
opening in a robe?
Yeah.
Wow. So descriptive. With
Wait,
a band.
I don't understand.
With a band round the hole that it should not rend. So
it won't rip.
Yeah, they're just saying
Like
that
a metal band or something.
No, they wear a belt,
Oh.
like a robe, like any other robe.
Oh, God.
Why would you describe?
You weren't here for the earlier part. And I'm reading this the whole time and going, why would you do this? Why would you do that in my head? And I'm just like, just keep reading. It'll end eventually.
Yeah, and they made upon the hems of the robe pomegranates of blue and purple and scarlet and twined linen. How do you make pomegranates?
I don't know.
The
I don't
designs.
know.
They like etched them. They sewed them in with the gold and stuff.
But if
Just
you're-
like they sewed
but if you're
cherubim
making a
into things
pomegranate, aren't
earlier.
you just making circles?
Yeah.
So they made.
Well, those trees of life. Those weird. You know what I'm talking about? The circles within circles. That maybe
Concentric circles?
whatever the hell.
Sacred geometry?
Yeah. Now we're talking about that too. Look. Wow, that's even in here. There you go. Done.
Yeah,
I did
there you
it.
go, your sacred geometry. Everything's still light, by the way.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed
No point
since
that
Genesis
hasn't.
1.
Has not changed.
Yep. And they made bells of pure gold, and put the bells between the pomegranates upon the hem of the robe, round about between the pomegranates. A bell and a pomegranate, a bell and a pomegranate, round about the hem of the robe, to minister in, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made coats of fine linen of woven work for Aaron and for his sons, and a mitre of fine linen, and goodly bonnets of fine linen.
Bonnets.
Yes. And linen breeches of fine twined linen, and a girdle of fine twined linen, and blue,
one's not
and
curious.
purple,
not
and
curious.
scarlet of needlework, as the Lord commanded Moses. Now, they do have a comma between each of these things before they say
Yes,
and,
yes, I
which
know.
means that it is completely redundant.
Yes, but mine does that a lot too.
Look, we
His
can,
cuts that out
This one
usually.
doesn't. No commas in there.
we could
uh,
make the Bible like a third of its length if we were to just cut out all of the unnecessary words.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, because then you'd also have to cut out the repetitions.
I think,
But in
yeah,
that
if you
case-
get rid of it and you turn it into effectively one author instead of
Right.
retellings, there'll be no retellings, and this book will be about a third in length.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, thanks for coming, Ruben, for sure, because I didn't want to have to say this again with all this scarlet and blue and red and linen.
And
it's just
fine-twined linen.
twined. At least you don't have the seal and stuff. Maybe they'll get to that, though, so go ahead. Let's continue.
Indubitably, now let us go forward. And a girdle of fine twined linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, of needlework, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made the plate of the holy crown of pure gold, and wrote upon it a writing, like to the engravings of a signet, holiness to the Lord. And they tied unto it a lace of blue, to fasten it high upon the mitre, as the Lord commanded Moses. Thus was all the work of the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation finished, and the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so did they. And they brought the tabernacle unto Moses, his tent, and all his furniture, his taches, his boards, his bars, his pillars, and his sockets, and the covering of ram skins dyed red, and the covering of badgers' skins, and the veil of the covering, the ark of the testimony, and the staves thereof, and the mercy seat, the table, and all the vessels thereof, and the showbread, the pure candlestick with the lamps thereof, even with the lamps to be set in order, and all the vessels thereof, and the oil for light.
At least they didn't ask you to read about the fucking candlestick again and all its knobs. God, I had to go through that again. So many knobs.
And the golden
over there.
altar,
Yeah.
and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the hanging for the tabernacle door, the brazen altar, and his grates of brass, his staves, and all his vessels, the laver, and his foot, the hangings of the court, his pillars, and his sockets, and the hanging for the court gate, his cords, and his pins, and all the vessels of the service of the tabernacle, for the tent of the congregation, the clothes of service to do service in the holy place, and the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and his sons' garments to minister the priest's office. According to all the Lord commanded Moses, so the children of Israel made all the work. They already said that. And Moses did look upon the work, and behold, they had done... Yes, behold!
Wow, was that the first one today?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's so rare.
And they had done it as the Lord had commanded. Even so had they done it, and Moses blessed them. Bless you. Wow.
Bless you.
So this reads like a shopping list.
Yeah.
Okay, so
now-
need
Now they got all the
12.
stuff.
I need 12 grade A brown eggs. I need a 1/4 pound of brown rice, and you could just go on and on about the very specific, absolute, ridiculously long list of very, well, I don't know, long named things, long named very specific things. That's. I don't know anyone who writes shopping lists like that, but
And I
I'm
need
sure
you to
they
go out
existed.
and get it.
Gowd does.
Goad.
Gowd does.
I need you to go out and get a gallon of gasoline. Not the unleaded gasoline, but not like the super gasoline that they sell. That kind of medium option that's usually
like
called
40,
premium or something
Get like 40
that.
if it says 40 on it. That's
Silver
probably
or
the good one.
Silver, not gold, not whatever isn't. But and also, at that one
I
gas
don't want you
station,
to go to
they're
the car
charging 1 cent less per gallon
Yeah.
than the other gas
Go to that
station. So
gas
you should go to that gas station. Now that guy who's working inside of there is named Steve.
And he can get you a lighter for cheaper, and I wanted you to get one of the limited edition NASCAR ones that they had there that I didn't pick up last time I was in the shop, and I needed some lightly roasted, lightly salted peanuts and Marlboro 500s. But I want you.
Marlboro 5.
What is that wrong? Am I wrong? I don't smoke
You mean
cigarettes.
a cigarette that's this long.
Yes.
Those are really old.
I want that. That sounds dope.
That's ridiculous. All right. Anyways, chapter 40. Let's finish off this really shitty
500s.
Yes, let's finish it off.
All right, chapter 40.
That's you, buddy.
book. Okay.
End of Exodus. Last one, guys.
Last one. Now, we're taking bets. Do they make it? Do they not make it? If you haven't read the book, you can place your bet now. But if you get it wrong, God, it'll be really embarrassing. Anyways, betting period is over.
Oh.
Yep. Chapter 40. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Show me what you got.
Yeah. That'd be way better.
Yeah.
That's too bad it says some other shit.
Yeah. And on the first day of the first month shalt thou set up the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation. And thou shalt put therein the ark of the testimony to cover the ark with the veil. And thou shalt bring in the table and set in order the things that are to be set in order upon it.
You have to put on the table the things that should go on the table.
If only the rest of the book was that simple.
This is dumb as hell.
Like, look, it should be really obvious what goes on the
It
table
gets
and
better.
what doesn't. So just do that. And thou shalt bring in the candlestick and light the lamps thereof. And thou shalt set the altar of gold for the incense before the ark of the testimony, and put the hanging of the door to the tabernacle. And thou shalt set the door of the altar of the. Hold on. They both start the same way. This and the next verse.
Okay.
And thou shalt set the altar of gold for the incense before the ark of the testimony, and put the hanging of the door to the tabernacle. And thou shalt set the altar of the burnt offering before the door of the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation. And thou shalt set the laver between the tent of the congregation and the altar, and shalt put water therein. And thou shalt set up the court round about, and hang up the hanging at the court gate.
So hold on just a second. Before you continue, you said that the two sentences start the same, right?
Yeah, and thou
That-
shalt set the altar of.
Yeah. That was actually a very common reason for scribal errors. Because two things started the same way, so they would skip verses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Sometimes they would repeat the verse they just wrote twice because they're
That
Wait,
explains
are you
a
telling
lot.
me that sometimes people repeat stuff?
I'm
Are you
I'm
telling me that
telling you
sometimes people repeat stuff?
Are you telling me
That sometimes people repeat stuff. That's how I feel about this entire book.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that sometimes people repeat stuff?
I'm telling you
Because it's telling me
that
that.
people were no better at reading and writing then than they are now.
Oh, good, because clearly it sucks.
I mean, there were less people that could do it, but
Yes.
the ones that could, same level as the ones that can now.
I feel like computers helped.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Computers have helped in a lot of ways.
I meant
I'm
with the-
surprised that you didn't
He picked
realize
up on it
that
just now.
by now, but you know they were really revolutionary.
It's a
invention.
really nuanced topic, though. I wouldn't expect him to get it.
I feel like sometimes people repeat stuff.
Sometimes people repeat things. Anyway, thou shalt hang and hang up the hanging at the court.
Hang
gate.
up the hanging.
Yeah. And thou shalt take the anointing oil, and anoint the tabernacle, and all that is therein, and shalt hallow it, and all the vessels thereof, and it shall be holy. And thou shalt anoint the altar of the burnt offering, and all his vessels, and sanctify the altar, and it shall be an altar most holy. And thou shalt anoint the laver and his foot, and sanctify it, and thou shalt bring Aaron and his sons unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and wash them with water. And thou shalt put upon Aaron the holy garments, and anoint him, and sanctify him, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. And thou shalt bring his sons, and clothe them with coats, and thou shalt anoint them, as thou didst anoint their father, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office, for their anointing shall surely be an everlasting priesthood throughout their generations. Their priests were allowed to have sex and have children. Some priests are not allowed to do that.
Right, because the author of this, P, and you missed the fucking last episode, so you wouldn't get this, but the author of this entire Tabernacle bullshit section was P. He was an Aaronid priest. His rival priesthood were the priests from Judah. They had very different rules and laws. His version was actually a rewrite of some of the other stuff. Like, that's why there are 2 creation stories. That's why there are 2 flood stories. He had to rewrite some of them.
Okay, and he's just known as P?
Yeah.
Alright, well, from now on, he's Poopy Pants. So Poopy Pants wrote this, and we're going to continue on.
Why not just pee, like urine?
That'll get you... Never mind, you wouldn't get it. And thou shalt anoint them. Okay, they already anointed them. Thus did Moses, according to all that the Lord commanded him. So did he. And it came to pass in the first month, in the second year, on the first day of the month, the tabernacle was reared up, and Moses reared up the tabernacle, and fastened his sockets, and set up the boards thereof, and put in the bars thereof, and reared up his pillars. And he spread about the tent over the tabernacle, and put the covering of the tent upon it, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he took and put the testimony into the ark, and set the staves on the ark, and put the mercy seat above upon the ark. So nice, that Leviticus.
Doesn't it feel like an achievement? Like in a video game and it just pops up on the screen and it's like you did it, you made it.
Is this the part where I die? Achievement unlocked, the part where you die, or the part where he kills you.
Yeah. This is like the end of Metroid where after you kill Mother Brain you have to escape from planet Zabiz. And you have to like go up that entire shaft while the place is falling apart.
Well, Ruben, you still got a little under 20 left.
Oh, yeah.
Lines to read.
I've still got
a little more.
Then
little more to go.
Through.
A little more, guys.
Just a bit.
Almost done.
Just a bit. All right. And he brought the ark into the tabernacle and set upon the veil of the covering and covered the ark of the testimony as the Lord commanded Moses. And he put the table in the tent of the congregation upon the side of the tabernacle northward without the veil. And he set the bread in order upon it before the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he put the candlestick in the tent of the congregation over against the table on the side of the tabernacle southward. And he lighted the lamps before the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he put the golden altar in the tent of the congregation before the veil, and he burnt sweet incense thereon, as the Lord commanded Moses. You ever notice how a lot of people say incense? Like, it's not just Chris, right? I've run into at least 3 people over the last week who have said incense instead of incense. It's incense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the product is incense, but the smell is an incense.
What?
The vapor itself is incense. Like, if you spray incense, it's not incense, then.
It's a scent.
That's...
Incense leaves a scent.
Well, in a sense.
Yeah. Anyways.
Innocence.
No, that's a different word.
I know.
You make me want to eat whatever this
That's like rock, I think.
I think that's like...
A mineral. Hey, guys, it's a mineral.
Which means it's edible. So go ahead.
Dude, did you guys watch the Hovind Aaron Raw debate?
No, but I heard about it.
It's fucking awesome. Go watch it if you haven't.
Oh, wow.
After the stream, obviously.
We should comment
Aren't we
on
gonna
that.
have
Hey, did you
Aaron
comment
on
on that
soon?
yet?
On
The stream, the Ken Hovind
Did I
Raw
leave a comment on it?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, you should do that after this.
Well, you know what? We're going to
Always
have
a good idea.
Aaron Ra on our show soon enough. So if you can think of any questions that you'd like to ask him about that debate, we might be able to get 1 or 2 of them in.
All right,
probably
so Rajano Gray to your question, who is on first?
What's on second?
Yes,
Who's
and
on
what
third?
is on second?
Who's on third?
And who is on third, of course.
No, who's on first?
Okay, what's on second, right?
Yeah.
And third?
I don't give a darn. No,
I don't know.
He's the.
I don't know who's on third.
I don't know who's
baseman.
on third. And pitching right now is I don't give a damn. Right? Or something like that. Oh, well, Abbott and
there
Costello.
are a
Go
bunch
look it
of
up.
It's a very famous skit.
Everyone
I'm
should
sure
know
that
it.
most people have seen it.
Yeah.
If you haven't
We have an
seen
international
what,
community.
Have
We
you
don't
been
know.
living under a rock for the past 70 years?
Yeah.
Because that'd be impressive. More impressive than whoever wrote this book, Poopy Pants.
Well, this part of this book.
Yeah, was written by Poopy Pants.
Sure.
Professor P.P. Poopy Pants.
Yep.
So he lights the incense, and he set up the hanging at the door of the tabernacle, and he put the altar of burnt offering by the door of the tabernacle at the tent of the congregation, and offered upon it the burnt offering and the meat offering, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he set the laver between the tent of the congregation and the altar, and put water there to wash withal. And Moses and Aaron and his sons washed their hands and their feet thereat, when they went into the tent of the congregation, and when they came near unto the altar, they washed, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he reared up the court round about the tabernacle and the altar, and set up the hanging of the court gate. So Moses finished the work. Then a cloud covered the tent of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And Moses was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation, because the cloud abode thereon, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Redundant. And when the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the children of Israel went onward in all their journeys. But if the cloud were not taken up, then they journeyed not till the day that it was taken up. So basically, when the cloud appears, they're able to keep walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're still going with the volcano theory, right?
Okay.
Well, here's actually a different way of looking at it. So, the god that Jay was writing, so the Yahwist, his god was more anthropomorphic. His god could do things like regret. And the god of P was this super cosmic deity, and everything was super cosmic for him. Like in J, in the
I'm
flood,
sorry.
like
I can only envision.
You'll get it.
This god like shredding a rainbow playing a guitar when you say that.
So no. I'll try to describe it this way. So basically, Jay's god in the flood story, you know what caused it to flood? The rain. But in P's story, the windows of heaven were open.
Yeah.
So it was this cosmic struggle. It was a cosmic crisis.
Well,
So
Well-
P's god is much more like aggrandized, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We're almost done.
for the
Reuben.
cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and fire was on it by night, in the sight of all the houses of Israel throughout all their journeys.
Oh, hold on.
Well, I finished it while you said that,
I wanted
so
to-
I'm not going to do it again.
Journeys.
We just finished.
Journeys.
No, nah, you already missed your chance. You
Damn
could
it.
have said it in unison, but no.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, we finished Exodus. What did everybody think of Exodus? I thought the first half was pretty entertaining, and the
Yes.
second half was utter shit.
You know what? I think I agree with that analysis.
Yeah.
I think that if you have a 25% chance of rolling Tabernacle, it's a bad chapter overall.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, think of the quality of Exodus like a multiple choice test where they just filled in A every single time, so they get a 25%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, guys, how about I open up a forum or something on Facebook or whatever for a poll for the best time? And
Oh, wait,
and
hold
you
on.
guys think might be best for multiple times, then that's it based off of somebody said there's statistics there. We can't,
Statistics where?
right there where it says.
Ooh, statistics.
It
They're
says-
over there.
I don't know. Based off of different time zones
Oh,
on the
well,
planet.
yeah.
You should schedule when you're streaming, and based off of that, it probably should be multiple live streams.
Well,
by the way,
Yeah, we could do two. We could do two live
Theoretically.
streams, but
well, not today.
no.
We just finished
No,
Exodus
this
today.
was two
Six
live
chapters,
streams
yeah.
worth of content.
Yeah.
You
so-
got your 2 live streams today, folks. It's over.
So I just want to point this out. So the start of Exodus was, Moses in the burning bush, and that was pretty interesting. And then we go to the plagues and shit, and the actual Exodus, and then water. Let's see, water from the rock, some laws, and then the
Tabernacle.
Yeah, and then we start talking about the tabernacle, and then in the middle of that story, we start. There's just like one quick narrative about the golden calf, which I went in depth on in the last episode, and I thought it was super interesting. And then the rest of it is just more of this tabernacle shit. So that was hella boring. Very important to the priesthood, but very boring to us.
Yes.
Right. And also, these laws that we run into, a lot of them are just different ways of saying the same thing. And also, there are laws that even if we wanted to live by those standards, it would be functionally almost impossible.
Yeah, definitely. Unless you had like a lot of fucking money.
So
Yeah, you would have to be rich.
Speaking of, we're the only guys who fund this thing, but we should probably. I feel like I could tell them we're most likely getting a big upgrade to the equipment again. We might be able to do 2 cameras at the same time here, up to 4. That's unnecessary for this stream for sure, but that'll be cool.
We'll be able to do a lot more stuff.
And they'll all be the same quality cameras, and obviously we'll try to keep the audio better or whatever. And I think next time, if all goes according to plan, we'll be having Dawn on.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll be a tech guy. I don't know. It really depends on whether or not we have room for what we're doing.
Also, if you're enjoying our channel, we always would like to hear suggestions for new videos and different things to cover within videos on our forums at MilwaukeeAtheist.com. Or
Yes.
you can try and contact us in any number of different ways, which Lawrence can fill you in about.
All right. I mean, you could always message us on Twitter, Facebook, usually on Facebook.
Or you could call Lawrence's phone number,
How about you
414,
don't?
I don't know.
How about you don't do that?
Well,
You could always call Lawrence's mom or dad.
yes.
Yeah, do that.
And if you really need us, feel free and stop by his place at this address.
Yeah.
And obviously the email, MilwaukeeAtheists@gmail.com.
Yep, and we actually still have Milwaukee Atheist T-shirts. They're available still, so we like
We
to
have
wear them.
so many different T-shirts
Yeah, and
available.
mugs and-
We got shirts, we got mugs, we got everything you could ever possibly want. If you would like to
Yeah,
fill
we could
your home
with memorabilia.
useless Milwaukee Atheist memorabilia,
Let us
you
help
have
your
that
hoarding
option.
addiction. Let us help your hoarding addiction.
Yeah, we can help you. Why would you let us help you?
All right, guys. Well, that'll wrap it up for Exodus.
Yep,
Comment-
definitely leave a like before you leave. Really
Share.
helps us out if you haven't.
Share, I
Yeah,
think, is the best
if you
thing.
if you like the video, then it's more likely that will show up in recommended videos and in searches.
Yeah.
So every time you do it, you grow our community by a little bit.
Oh,
I
speaking
think
of,
we haven't have we
we
reached
are
4,000?
almost at 4K.
Almost.
And so next week we may as well say thanks for 4K up till now anyways, but we'll thank
We'll
you
probably
again
do a
later.
stream when
We'll do something probably.
Don't count
we
your
like to
chickens
do it.
before they hatch.
I like
Yeah.
to. One.
Because-
Damn it, that one hatched now. 1, 2. Damn it.
we may just end up losing all of our subscribers
We might.
tomorrow. So
Oh yeah, it's always a possibility.
And in any case, YouTube is like a nightmarish platform that likes to demonetize us for doing anything interesting.
Well, I hope this was a nice break from our
They-
dystopian nightmare
They
for all of you.
They demonetized the video where I was talking about updates and I did a book unboxing.
Yeah.
It was demonetized.
There was a demonetization on that.
Okay.
A lot of my armchair philosophy videos have been demonetized.
It was just by
And
the
I'm-
name alone.
I'm
like,
literally presenting information about philosophy.
Yeah.
Come on.
I
Oh,
mean, what
right.
do you want?
Here,
It's as educational as
An
this channel
update.
gets.
Actually, I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, if you have questions that you want answered on Armchair Philosophy, be sure to leave that in a message in the forums.
Yeah, or you can just leave a comment. We'll probably see it.
There's a good chance.
The thing about it is that there are a lot of YouTube series out there that are talking generally about like the Stoics or the Cynics or whatever. And in order to differentiate ourselves a little bit, I think it might be nice to get some more community involvement.
Yeah. We like having a different approach to this whole thing.
I mean, it's certainly a unique thing we offer, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
Urban, how would you feel about doing a special a month along with Armchair Philosophy?
I mean, if I cut back on the amount of Armchair Philosophy I do.
Right. You do one Armchair Philosophy and then...
Yeah, if I do one Armchair Philosophy and then one
I thought you said you'd
special
talk about
video
this
a
later.
month. Look, I spent years studying fucking like Golden Dawn systems and like Aleister Crowley and all that. I would love to make a whole bunch of videos
About esoteric stuff.
about esoteric stuff, more Vajrayana Buddhism.
She says this title was too basic, and I agree. I could have said the Tabernacle
No,
again.
she's talking about the other one.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, this one's not that basic.
Are you sure?
It has so much shit in it. What? Can you name one other video that's named exactly that?
Yes.
Atheist Sunday School number 27, Finishing the Tabernacle, Exodus 35 to 40.
Yes.
That's the name of the
I
video
can
with the
name
same
it.
name as this one.
Yep.
Any others?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got 2 copies of
Atheist
this.
Sunday
at least.
School number 27.
That's right. There'll be one on my computer, and one will be going online directly.
No, that doesn't count.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think it does.
No, nothing you do counts.
Oh. Well, that's, I guess. You can't prove you're wrong.
All right, but I think we're just about done here.
Yep.
But get ready for a lot of longer, better videos. I think we really got
And
this.
I guarantee you, we will never switch over to YouTube Red. We're not involving ourselves in that horrific garbage.
Oh, you mean the series things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Thanks
Because I have
again-
YouTube. Right?
Thanks again for joining us for all things Atheist Sunday and school related,
Especially the Sunday.
Especially the atheists.
especially the school.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks
See
for
you
joining
next
us.
week.
Yeah.